All right, so I'm going to break down to you guys super briefly and very quickly how my system brought me 383 leads in the last 7 days. Okay, so let's go through this, and you guys are going to have to excuse that light back there. It got really dark in here. It's about 1:26 in the morning right now. So to break down how this software works is we insert a target. We insert a competitor's username or a keyword that we want to target, whether that's coach, consultant, or agency owner, anything like that. We want to insert their competitor's username. So right now, I want you guys to think of 5 to 10 competitors that you can possibly think of in your niche, right? So let's say I'm someone that wants to target Iman Gadzhi's lead flow. Let's just throw in Iman Gadzhi, and I guess I already have him in here, but it's just a dummy for you guys to see what it looks like. We're going to add this target, and now our software knows that one of our targeting sources is Iman Gadzhi's followers. Now we can also add Iman, I don't know how to spell this fucking name, Iman Gadzhi's likers, people who liked his post. We can also add that as a target. So once you think of 5 to 10 followers or competitors, we're going to throw them in here and we're going to add them to our targeting source. Now this system, this software, what we do is once that software understands that we have a certain amount of targets, we will target their lead flow. So how we do that is, or how the software does it, is it'll go to Iman Gadzhi's followers, it'll engage with their stories, it'll view all of their stories. It'll like their first and last stories or their first 2 stories, whatever you want to, you can customize the entire functionality of the software with however you want to do it, however you want to look. But it'll like their stories, it'll engage with their poll sliders, it'll engage with their quizzes, it'll engage with their countdowns, anything like that. It will engage, right, with their generic, content. They'll like the last 2 posts, it'll comment on their post, it'll like the comments on their post, all of this stuff. It'll follow them, unfollow them, all of these little things. It'll like their highlights, literally everything, to engage and interact with your competitors' leads, to let that lead know that we are here, that we are humans, and we are watching them, essentially, right? Once we do that at a mass amount, at a mass quantity, in our software right now with me, I'm running about 5 to 10,000 interactions per day per account, and I have 4 accounts running currently, and I'm about to add a lot more. You can do the math on that, and all of our students are doing the exact same thing. With that amount of quantity, with that mass amount of viewing and engaging and interactions, that lead is inevitably going to reach out to us or follow us or like some of our posts. And I'll show you what that looks like. So if we go into this stats spot right here and we scroll down to this guy right here. So this lead came from this source, and I'm not gonna, this is probably all gonna be blurred out so I don't expose me or my clients, targeting sources. But that source's likers brought us this lead. Right, and what happened is what our software did, the actions our software took, was it mass look. So mass looking is pretty much just viewing their story at a mass amount, viewing all their stories, liking their stories, all these things. So it also liked their story. Once our software liked their story and viewed their stories for probably, I would say, 3 to 4 days straight, the result was they followed us. Now we just got a lead from this person. This person's likers gave us a lead. Same thing for this person. The target, we targeted their followers. Our software liked their posts, it viewed their polls, and the result was it liked 3 of our posts. That's a lead. Same thing for this guy right here. Our source, our lead came from this person's likers. The actions our software took was it viewed their stories a ton, it liked their posts, and it also sent a DM. The only way our automation will send a DM is if we get an engagement back. So basically, if they follow us or if they like some of our posts, our automation sequence will literally just shoot over a DM immediately, or obviously not immediately, probably like an hour or 2 hours later, just to show that we're human when we're really not. And the result was that we got a reply to our DM, and that's another lead. So as you can see here, with all of this amount of leads, and let's say for the last 14 days, okay, 846 leads in the last 14 days. And obviously this software hasn't been running for that long. All we do here is we're targeting our competitors' lead flow and engaging with them, interacting with them, and we're getting leads like this every single day. Like I'll wake up to 15 DMs in my inbox without even touching anything. I didn't post a piece of content. I didn't run a single ad. All of our competitors are running ads, and we're targeting their lead flow that's coming from their ad spend. So their wallet is feeding us leads, right? It sounds fucked up, but we follow all of the rules. Everything is made sure, and we have like nerdy settings in here called prorate. Any of you guys who know what that is, basically showing the system, showing Instagram that we are human. So we start at like 10%, we incrementally increase to 20, 30, 40, 50 to 100%. Once we're at 100% capacity, we'll go back to 10% and slow down so that Instagram sees that we're human. We're not just mass viewing all their stories every single day, because that's not possible. So we have settings in there to make sure Instagram literally can't detect us, right? And this has been used for countless clients and for myself as well for a long time. And it's just not going to happen where we get caught. It's just, if that happens, it's like the sun can kill you, but it hasn't yet. You know what I mean? So it's just something that just, it's not something we worry about whatsoever because of the system that we have in place to make sure that doesn't happen. Right, so what it looks like when we actually implement all the targets that we want, and you can look at the story actions here. What it does is we have polls on, turned on. We can turn this off, but when polls are turned on, we'll engage with their polls. Poll sliders turned on, countdowns turned on, mass looking turned on. This is viewing their stories, all that stuff. Liking their stories turned on. We also have close friends, so once they follow us, we'll add them automatically to a close friends list. This is all done in our software, and this is something, by the way, you guys can go do this yourself. You guys can go and hire a VA and do all of this yourself. This is not something where you don't have to go buy a software. You don't have to go make your own software and spend a shit ton of money on developers like I did and create your own software to do this. You can go and do this yourself. You can hire a VA. You can give your DM setter or acquisition manager a big ass raise and they'll do all of this for you. Obviously, you won't be able to do like 5 to 10,000 interactions per day like we're doing. You can probably do 500 to 1,000 per day. But yeah, that's still like for the amount that you'll spend on a VA, that's still pretty good. You know what I mean? Now, once we have the targeting sources in place, all we do is initiate our hijack system, launch the automation, and we're ready to go. That's it. And now the operation is running. It's running for 4 seconds now, and it's going to start targeting all of our competitors' lead flow.